Most of the developed world is quickly moving towards the mass adoption of electric vehicles to help stem climate change. The private sector and car manufacturers have been seeing increased demand and sales. Governments have also been pushing for policies to incentivize consumers to purchase more EVs and looking at procuring electric buses for public transportation. Governments are pushing policies and incentivizing citizens to purchase EVs and giving deadlines for the phasing out of petroleum-based vehicles. The UK has already pushed legislation for the banning of petrol and diesel-based cars by 2030. In Ghana, the electrification of vehicles is in its infancy, but there are things happening behind the scenes which could eventually pave the way for the broad adoption of EVs by the year 2035. But will those plans for mass adoption of EVs be achievable? Most of the Ghana's roads are dominated by private vehicles, buses, passenger vehicles called trotros, and commercial motorbike riders called okadas. By rough estimates, Ghana has about 1.4 million vehicles on the road in the country, most of which are internal combustion vehicles. According to Ghana's Revenue Authority, the country imported about 17,660 plug-in electric vehicles between January 2017 and December 2021. The EV space in Ghana is still in its early stages, but there are some local players trying to drive adoption of electric mobility vehicles. Solar Taxi is one of the most known brands in Ghana for their electric vehicles. The startup from Kumasi currently makes EV vehicles locally for its customers. The company made headlines in 2023 when it received a manufacturing license for the local manufacturing of electric vehicles in Ghana from the government. The license gave Solar Taxi benefits including tax holidays and exemptions from import duties and levies. There are other players in the space who are focused on other forms of electric mobility in Ghana. Waho Mobility is a startup that offers a range of services and products including its Waho bikes, which are designed and manufactured in Ghana for both personal commutes and last-mile deliveries. Kafa is another local EV company which offers products including its EV motorbikes, which are powered by swappable batteries that can be changed at designated battery stations across the city of Accra. Metro Africa Express, also known as MAX, is another mobility tech platform which operates across West and East Africa. The company offers its customers access to vehicle financing to purchase its electric motorbikes as well as offering last-mile delivery services. The mobility company Trips was piloting an electric bus program in Accra in 2021 when it launched its business services. It was an attempt at mass transportation for EV vehicles. But the company abandoned its plans when it turned its focus on car sharing in 2023. Ghana over the last couple of years have been pushing some initiatives and policies to push adoption of EVs in the country. In October 2019, the government initiated a Drive Electric campaign to raise awareness and accelerate EV adoption in the country. In 2023, the government introduced incentives including waiving of import duties for EVs used for public transportation including electric buses for up to 8 years. Lastly, the government is actively promoting EV adoption through policy frameworks like the National Electric Mobility Roadmap, which was unveiled by Ghana's president in late 2023. The plan hopes to make mass adoption of EVs possible by 2035 with the stopping of importation of internal combustion engines into the country in that same year. The road to widespread EV adoption in Ghana is not without bumps. EVs are still significantly more expensive than gasoline-powered vehicles, posing a barrier for many Ghanaians. In a recent survey, about 54% of potential Ghanaian EV buyers were only prepared to spend below $20,000 to acquire an EV car. 26% said they were prepared to spend $20,000 to $30,000 and only 8% were prepared to spend above $40,000. When it comes to charging infrastructure, Ghana is still lacking. Ghana currently has only 4 Level 2 charging stations in the country, and they are all located in the capital of Accra, which limits the use of EV cars in other parts of the country. While challenges remain, Ghana's EV mobility scene is buzzing with excitement and potential. With continued government support, private sector innovation, and public engagement, Ghana is well positioned to take a leading role in Africa's electric mobility revolution.